Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video, and can we just take 1 minute to appreciate that desk montage? I mean, ooh, that was nice, crisp. Anyways, if you've seen some of my last few videos, I just want to thank you for your support. However, if you're new to the channel, I hope that you enjoy the content I'm putting out. I hope to continue putting out content like this, so if you want to see some more of that, make sure to hit the subscribe button below and like and follow along for more videos. Today's video is going to be a desk setup tour where I show you how I got the stuff that's on my desk and in my setup, and or what I use to build what's in my setup. So without wasting any more time, let's get to it. All right, so first things first, we have the desk. So my desk is actually a hardwood tabletop that I bought from Home Depot. When I was thinking about my desk, I wanted to make sure I had a long enough desk that allowed me space to do flat lay or product photography on either side of my setup without having to take everything down or move things around. So that's why I went with a long tabletop rather than just buying a desk from like IKEA. The tabletop has a live edge on it, which I really like, and I ended up just staining it down to a darker color so that it fit my vibe and the vibe of my office. And then I picked up some really nice sturdy T-shaped desk legs just to give it that support it needs to support an 8-foot tabletop. So that's really all my desk is. It's an 8-foot tabletop with legs screwed onto the bottom of it that I use for pretty much everything I do. Let's move to what's on top of the desk, and that is my computer. My computer is also custom built. I bought everything separately and put it together myself, but I think it's important to know that I built my PC custom because I wanted to make sure that it had the requirements needed for what I wanted to do with it. And that was render video and edit photos and be able to do all of that stuff really fast, but also to play video games with my friends and live stream if I wanted to. So I really needed it to be kind of a powerhouse of a unit. So next we have the microphone. My microphone is a Rode pod mic. The reason I chose the Rode pod mic was because I wanted to have a quality microphone for two reasons. One, I thought I would be doing a lot more live streaming, whether that was games or photo editing, and I wanted to make sure I had a quality mic for that. But two, I wanted the option to have good quality voiceover options for the future videos that I was making. And it's just been a great purchase altogether. If I could strap that thing on top of my microphone and take it with me everywhere, I would, but unfortunately I can't. But if Rode wants to send me a video mic, I'd totally be down for that. This microphone is an XLR input, meaning it's not a USB plug-in, so you'll need an audio interface in order to use this microphone through your computer. I have the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface that I use for mine. It's really small, it doesn't take up too much space, and it makes it really easy for me to plug my microphone into my computer and get that really good audio. I actually have my interface mounted underneath my desk, so it's easy to access for me and completely out of the way and doesn't take up any space on top of my desk. So next I want to talk about the accessories that I use with my computer. So my keyboard and my mouse are both from Corsair. They're both RGB, and really the reason I chose this keyboard and mouse is because all of the stuff inside my computer that lights up is Corsair, and I wanted to be able to control all of the lights with one system. So therefore my keyboard and my mouse are also Corsair to keep that RGB continuity going. Lastly, I have an Xbox controller usually nearby, just in case I want to connect and play a game like Rocket League or Forza. It's nice to have that controller nearby so that I can just turn it on and play. It syncs up with my computer pretty nicely through Bluetooth, so it makes that really easy. Next thing is the monitors. I use Dell monitors. I have a Dell P2418D or something like that. They're not special monitors, they're not gaming monitors. They're 2K resolution, but that's really the only thing that I was looking for in my monitor at the time was the 2K resolution, so that whenever I had something out of camera that was higher resolution, I was able to see that difference in resolution when I was editing. Now I started off only having one monitor, and when I got my second monitor, I wanted to make sure that they matched. So therefore I ended up with two of my Dell monitors. I do really like my monitors. However, in the future, I think I would like to try a curved screen monitor or potentially an extra wide monitor. I think it would make my workflow a little bit easier, but for now, this gets by just fine for me. The TV above my monitors is really for me to see all of my final products in a larger scale on a larger screen, to see if I notice anything wrong with my images or my videos, and just kind of play them back in that form so that it's easier to see if I messed up something or if something is a little grainy in some spot or any of those types of things. If I'm being completely transparent, most of the time there's a hockey game or a football game that's playing on that TV. Just kind of nice to have a distraction every once in a while to look up and take your mind off of whatever you're working on down below. Mounted on the wall next to the TV are my speakers. I grew up listening to music every day. There wasn't a second where music was not being played in my household, which is why I made sure to get quality audio in my office. Therefore, I got JBL studio monitors to mount on my office wall because why not? These studio monitors are phenomenal. I would recommend them to anyone. They're probably one of my favorite things in the office just because I like being able to crank some music and just have really crisp, clean audio in the room. And trust me, in a small room like this, it can get loud real quick, which is what I prefer, so that's fine with me. I don't use headphones a whole lot, so having the studio monitors that are really nice quality is helpful for me, especially when it comes to editing video. But it's also nice to throw some tunes up there when I'm editing photos or taking my time doing something else. So the only other thing that I haven't really touched on that's part of my desk setup is the wall itself. The black wood shiplap wall was something that I just kind of came up with one day thinking about what I wanted my office to look like. I thought having kind of a charcoal black wood backdrop would be really cool, and so I wanted to see if I could make it happen, and I did, and I'm stoked with how it turned out. I love the black wall. I love being able to use it as a background for photos, whether it's product photos or other types of photos, and I think the wood of the desk really pops against that black background as well. But if you like the way the wall looks, it really wasn't a hard project to do. I just got shiplap from Lowe's, cut them to different lengths so they wouldn't all line up to the same spot, and then I just nailed them into the wall. It was that easy. I didn't have to go back to Lowe's like 4 or 5 times in one day. No. The last couple of things that I want to include in this video are some of the things I've added to my space to kind of make it mine and personalize it to who I am. The first of those things is the guitars on both sides of the wall. Both of those guitars are guitars that I grew up with, and if you don't know me that well, I've been playing guitar since I was 7 years old, so guitar has kind of been a big part of my life, and I wanted to make sure that I had those nearby so that I could pick them up and play them whenever I wanted to, or just look at them, because at the end of the day, they're beautiful pieces of instruments. And lastly, the neon sign back there, the On Air, is the first of my collection of neon. I have a dream one day to have so many neon signs that I could fill a room with it. I just think that would be a really cool vibe. If you go look at Neon Demon on Instagram, it's a studio that's completely filled with neon. It is so cool, and I want that. So that neon sign is the first of many to come, but it also plays in with the RGB theme that I got going on in here. So all sorts of colors popping at me at all time. It's really cool. Yeah. So that's my desk setup, guys. I know it's not as much stuff as some people have, but for me, this is enough to keep me motivated and wanting to come hang out in my office every day, which at the end of the day makes me more productive and keeps me on task with doing things. If you like this video or you like my desk setup, please let me know down in the comments. Throw some thumbs up or just say, hey, that looks sick down there. I love being able to interact with you guys as you watch my videos. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any questions about anything you saw in this video, let me know. I will try to link everything included in this video down below so you can check it out if you're interested. And lastly, go check out my socials. I'm very active on Instagram and would love to interact with you as well. That's all I had for this video, guys. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time. I should have brought water. Rookie mistake.